As a part of current affairs, Indian economy, let's move on to the next concept. The material is posted in your WhatsApp group, so make sure that you have this material and try to understand this current affairs economics. Indian economy say 80%, not 80, almost 90% of your questions will be dependent on current affairs. So I started this series, current affairs series of Indian economy classes one day before. This is the second lecture as a part of that. Okay, so next important scheme or the latest current affairs was partial credit guarantee scheme for non-banking finance companies. I'm telling you, the people, especially almost 90% of you who are preparing for civil services, I know you guys have come from science background or engineering background. Definitely it will take a lot of time for you to understand unless you are ready to learn first. Three things you have to satisfy. First, you must be ready to learn. Second thing is you must always apply this in reality and read 3-4 times and understand, please. It takes time for you to understand. The commerce students, you might be knowing this, but you did not hear this kind of concepts because economy concepts are not easy to grasp things unless and until you get used to this. Alright, partial credit guarantee scheme. So heading only spend a lot of time because that is what you must be a keen observer of anything when you see partial credit guarantee scheme for NBFCs. When I say non-banking finance companies, they are the people who lend money, who mobilize money, but they are not working like banks. They have got specialized registration as non-banking finance companies from RBI. So government has introduced a scheme where partial credit guarantee scheme. That means for all NBFCs, government has announced a credit guarantee. That means for their loans there is a guarantee. What is that guarantee? We have to see now. Yes. Slowly, dead slow you go. That's why two concepts only I'm trying to cover, maximum 2 or 3. Okay. Yes, just a second, please. Everybody. Now, it allows for purchase of high-rated pooled assets from financially sound non-banking finance companies. In the banking language, one very important thing you need to understand, unless and otherwise I tell you it's a movable property or immovable property, please do understand asset means loan that is given. Liability means deposit that is received. In any financial institution perspective, when I use the word asset, it is basically the loan that is given because that fetches money for them. When I say liability, it is basically the deposit that they mobilize, they have to repay. Simple. The button is in your control. The same sentence which I told you, you have to go back and rehear it. That's it. That part you do, you don't have to prepare again. When I teach any concept, I teach in that way. So make sure that I repeat, asset in any financial institution, banking or non-banking, whatever, is a loan that is given. Liability is basically the deposit that they mobilize. Why is it called liability? Because it has to be repaid. Since it has to be repaid. Everybody clear? Yes? Okay. Now, it says it allows, that means the partial credit guarantee scheme which was recently introduced by Government of India will allow purchase of high rated pooled assets from financially sound, the non-banking financial companies which are actually sound enough, means they have got adequate capital. NBFCs and housing finance companies by public sector banks, by public sector banks, by public sector banks. So what is this scheme actually? Partial credit guarantee scheme is something where NBFCs have already lent money and maybe they had a problem of not in a position to recover that money. Understood? And they have been financially sound, but the assets which they granted, they were not in a position to recover. So public sector banks will take over such loans and they will collect. Okay? Go on. First of all, the scheme, who will take over, who will purchase high rated, means high interest rates. Otherwise, the rating is very good. All those debts that were sanctioned by NBFCs, they were not in a position to recover. So those assets which were, it's like bad assets are bought to buy somebody else, that somebody else is called public sector banks. Read the scheme carefully, okay? The scheme would cover NBFCs, housing finance companies that might have slipped into special mention accounts, special mention accounts category, special mention accounts O category during the 1 year period prior from August 1st, 2018, and asset pool rated as well rated, high rated in the sense here, triple B rating. See, rating is given whenever banks lent money, whether it is good to borrow money, lend money or not, everything is given on rating. Returns are good or not is dependent on rating. Like A plus plus, AA, triple A. Understood? Like this, they will give rating. So similarly, here it says what assets were at least triple B plus or above rate. Triple B, triple A, AA, A plus plus, A plus, like this. So Credit Rating Information Services India Limited. So in India, we have an agency called Credit Rating Information Services India Limited. Credit Rating Information Services India Limited, CRISIL. Credit Rating Information Services India Limited will rate all these assets which are granted. So those assets of NBFCs and housing financial special mention account, why are they called special mention accounts? I'll tell you in 1 minute. Concept is public sector banks have decided to purchase the assets which are better rated of NBFCs into their control. They will collect the money from the public. Because of these stressed assets, what happens? NBFCs are incurring heavy losses and they are facing a lot of problems. It's like loan is transferred, NBFC loan is transferred to public sector bank. Understood? Somebody is to be there. The window for one-time partial credit guarantee offered by the government would remain open. That means government is trying to extend a guarantee to whom? NBFCs. Would remain open till June 30th, till such date up to by which 1 lakh crore worth assets will get purchased by so loans of NBFCs which they are not in a position to recover will be bought by public sector banks, and under this scheme. Which scheme? That means, you see, suppose you have got 100 crores worth of loans being an NBFC granted. I cannot take all the assets was. I cannot relieve you. I am not a God to relieve you from all the problems. Even gods also will not relieve you. I am trying to take over certain assets of you. Partial. Up to how much? Date by which 1 lakh crore worth of assets will get purchased. Whichever is earlier. By June 30th, 2000, maybe it will be extended now. So overall, simplify this language. If you simplify this language, NBFCs have sanctioned money. The loans which are given by NBFCs are actually, we call them as assets. These assets, they were facing little problem in recovering them. So therefore, there is a cash crunch in NBFCs. Because NBFCs could not recover money which has already been sanctioned, assets became stressed and bad, and they don't have a cash to continue their business. Because to lend money again for NBFCs, they need money, right? So therefore, public sector banks have a lot of money. They are big elephants having so much of money in their hands. इसलिए बोलते हैं वो public sector banks. These public sector banks will take over certain assets up to how much? You see, 1 lakh crores. So when 1 lakh crores, common sense you apply. Think like I'm telling you, if you are an IAS officer or IRS officer, become an economist in hands and you will be most wanted in the country. One fine day you will be recommended to become Reserve Bank of India governor. Fate, I don't have that chance to do now because I can train you guys. Please understand this. This is how you know. So government main intention these days is what? Government main intention is basically to ensure that there is an adequate liquidity in the market. So kidhar se aayega liquidity? NBFCs already are in losses because they have sanctioned money and they were not in a position to recover it. So if government could give guarantee for these 1 lakh crore loans which were sanctioned and these are taken over by public sector banks, obviously this 1 lakh crores worth of credit is available, money is available in the market, right? So NBFCs are having a sigh of relief and sanction this money to middle class traders, MSMEs, etc., etc. It's like government is indirectly pumping money into the market through these people. Because instead of creating new institutions and helping them, it's better to actually help existing institutions to have their liquidity, right? Slowly, because first reading always takes time and read. Always, this is the attitude you have to do. If you want to really clear prelims and mains, interview though your luck only. Interview is dependent on how you take things every day. Simple. If somebody comes and tells you Babus are waste also, you should first take it positively. Before he finishes, you started scolding me. It's better to first take it positively and think why is he saying. You don't simply believe. That kind of attitude you develop, not simply hearing everything and digesting everything. You just develop that neutral attitude. You will be safe. I'm telling you what mistakes I committed in my interview. I'm telling you. Okay. Finance minister would have the power to extend the validity of the scheme. So in this regard, who has the validity is June 30th, no, 2020. Obviously finance minister has already extended to November 30th. July, August, September, almost November, because of COVID-19 plus 3 months already added. So what is this? Now simply, what is this? Partial credit guarantee scheme. Partial credit guarantee scheme for NBFCs is basically something where NBFCs have lent money, their assets have become bad and they were not in a position to recover. So public sector banks have decided to take over them. So that money will be paid to whom? NBFCs. In this regard, who's actually giving a guarantee? Government. Up to how much? 1 lakh crore. So in this way, what happens in the market? There's going to be liquidity. Liquidity ka matlab ready cash availability, because everybody would be able to borrow money from NBFCs because they have got their money back. Though people who have borrowed money have not returned. This is what is called macroeconomic stabilized policies. Macroeconomic stabilized policies. Alright, yeah. Next, special mention. What is this special mention? So second point says what here? The scheme would cover all non-banking financial companies and housing finance companies who have actually slipped into special mention accounts O category. And their rating, when they lent money, CRISIL must have given them rating. That rating is actually triple B plus higher, triple A, triple double A plus, A double plus, A plus plus plus, like this. If you go to my YouTube, you will find rating agencies, one short video, 15 minutes, you just go through. It was last year's video, but it will help you out to understand exactly. Okay. Spend more time in learning anything. Not necessarily because we are giving you very less. I asked Devi sir to finish remaining lectures also. Mostly next week we'll pump all the pending history lectures so that will be done. Special mention accounts. Look here, the classification of special mention accounts was introduced in RBI 2014 first to identify those accounts that has the potential to become NPAs. So NBFC's loan accounts have slipped. NBFC's accounts have become special mention accounts because they are on the verge of becoming NPAs, non-performing assets. It is sure that those loans will turn into non-performing. Special mention accounts are those assets or accounts, loan accounts. Assets means loans, right? That show symptoms of bad asset quality in the first 90 days itself. In the first 90 days itself, when you sanctioned the loan, in the first 90 days itself, you came to know that the loan which you have given is going to become NPA. On what basis you came to a conclusion that the loan that is given within 3 months only you came to? Because EMI stopped coming, COVID-19, or loss-making units or industries have become bankrupt. Because COVID-19 is an excuse given by central government. Actually speaking, last 7-8 months, economy has been recession, boss. Last 1 year it has been in recession already. It is like a fuel added. COVID-19 is a fuel added to existing industries. That's it. Understood? So what is this special mention account? Special mention account is an account of NBFC where the loan that they sanction has almost slipped into non-performing assets category. Yes or no? Therefore, go on. Special mention accounts are usually categorized in terms of duration. Okay, see there, special mention accounts category enough non-financial signal stress. O category, principal interest is not overdue. Principal or interest payment is not overdue for more than 30 days. 1 month everything is fine. 1 month EMI has been paid, interest is paid, but thereafter cinema started. That is O category. So we are, this program, partial credit guarantee scheme, which is offered to NBFCs, is exclusively for whom? O category. Correct? SMA1, special mention account category 1, principal or interest overdue for more than between 2 months. Everybody clear? Yes. I mean, first category, just a signal is given. Second category, O category, 30 days it is paid, rest 30 days it's not. 60 days, then finish. 2 category, principal and interest amount is between 61 to 19 days. So we have divided NBFC's loans into different categories. So question in prelims could be how many categories? First of all, SMA, NF, SMA 0, SMA 1, SMA 2. So total how many categories we have? This one. SMA, NF may, you just have what you call signals that no, as of now there is no default at all. You came to know that company has already applied for bankruptcy. Till now that fellow paid properly only. O category, 30 days he paid, 1 month EMI interest he paid, but later on slowed down. One category up to 2 months. Second category 90 days. 90 days ke baad gone case. Then such assets which are overdue. So if you could see, special mention accounts are those accounts that show symptoms bad asset quality. Bad asset quality means, asset means what? Again I'm repeating because so that you will not have a confusion. Asset means what I said, loan that is given. It becomes bad when we lost hope of recovering it. How many days? 90 days, first 3 months. So 3 months, if in case EMI has not come, interest payment has not come, principal amount has not come, then automatically NBFC's asset quality, that means financial assets, means loans which are sanctioned by them, within 3 months, if in case there is no recovery, there is every possibility they slip into NPAs, finish. Such accounts, such assets, bad assets, will be purchased by, it's like NBFC's loans are bought by public sector banks. Public sector banks will infuse money into NBFCs. NBFCs will continue their life without any issues. Alright? Yes or no? This is the support system. Exactly newspaper cutting I took over here. Current affairs newspaper cutting. Here, support system you see. First red line you see. How will it help? Provide liquidity. You understood now? So if NBFC's loans are taken over by public sector banks up to 1 lakh crore, 1 lakh crore worth of money will be put in the hands of whom? Whom? NBFCs. That is one thing. So that people will have, public sector banks have their own way of collecting money back. Guidelines, rated assets only, that is BBB plus. Buyback, NBFC has, suppose thereafter, see the customer to whom NBFC has lent money is now taken over by public sector banks. Thereafter, NBFC is pretty confident that it can recover and it wants it back. Yes, they have an option after 12 months. After 12 months, they can purchase their loan back. Eligibility, RBI, only those NBFCs which are registered, only those housing finance companies which are registered with National Housing Bank, plus capital, non-performing assets profitably conditioned. So we will see whether there is any possibility, or there is a warning signal or a symptom that the loan or asset which is given by NBFC is getting into bad asset. Guarantees a first loss of up to 10% of the amount, valid for 24. First we will give them up to loss of 10% so that they will have liquidity and continue lending money. Scheme, one-time partial credit guarantee. Scheme time is 6 months or till 1 crore is exhausted. 1 lakh crore is exhausted. Whichever is. So we are asking, so see, I'm not imposing a condition on NBFC that they have to sell their bad assets to public sector. I'm giving boss 6 months time, I'm giving you first come first basis, whoever registered people come and we are ready here. We will infuse money into your hands and we will take care of those assets which are sanctioned. If in case public sector banks also lost money after purchasing non-banking, that is not your headache, no, that is government headache. Government has a tariqa to collect that money from the public in the form of taxes. It's a jumbling game that Indian economy plays. Jokes apart. Alright. Yeah, I hope this is clear. So make sure you properly read this and finish. God knows it might come. I'll shoot one more video for the next concept. Have a good day.